Mike Carey here, and you're listening to the So We Don't Forget podcast. And there you go.
Welcome to So We Don't Forget, the podcast where two siblings talk about stuff so we don't forget. I'm Felicia.
And I am Jeremy. And this is Harley. I was telling Felicia that I went in my office. She just heard Doug leave. I went in my office to get ready to record this. All of a sudden, I heard a hello, and she was clawing at the damn door. And then she came in, her eyes all wide. She saw me sit down, and then she jumped in me. And then she won't leave. But right now, she's upset with me because I keep moving my arms to adjust the headphone volume. She's mad at me, but she still wants me to hold her.
She said, "Don't let go."
She's making a noise right now. I hope it picks up when you guys can hear it. But it's funny because she heard Doug getting ready. She's like, "Oh, what's that?" And she heard him burp. She's like, "Never mind."
I don't want to talk about that.
But today is this is episode 31. That's right. We're in the 30s now, and we're going to talk about comments. But we're going to change it up, and we're actually going to talk about our topic first, which we're going to talk about our favorite things that were announced at D23.
That's right.
It's all the talk right now.
Yes, there's a lot of videos. All of vloggers.
A lot of haters.
Oh, yes, always haters. All the vloggers who was there.
So we were not.
No. There's always hope for next year. I was telling Jeremy, I said, if we were invited there, wow, I would be like, I made it.
Same.
But they did announce a lot of stuff. Obviously, Disney does so many things from the park and outside of the park of movies as well.
I miss Disney very, very much.
Oh, God. I think about it all the time.
Me too. I wish I was there right now. Especially recently, we've been talking about what we're going to do for our vacation. Which we still need to lock that down. I was thinking of today when I was at work. I was like, I really just need to lock it down.
We're gonna have
but that's a different conversation for another time.
I have starting off my list of these D23 announcements. And make sure you comment down below what are some things that were announced at D23 that you're excited for.
Mm-hmm.
Or
that you just completely hate.
Yeah. What is something you're disappointed in?
Comment down below, as Alexandra would say.
I started my thing out with movies and stuff that'll be coming out that they're announcing.
I just threw all mine together, but we can start with the movies. I have movies on here, so that works.
My first one's on a movie, actually, though. It's a show. I don't know if you ever watched Daredevil, but Daredevil is coming back.
No, I did see that. Jamal's always told me I need to watch all those old Marvel shows.
It's really good. I think Tatiana would like it.
I remember the movie from years ago. I remember it was on TV once, and I was like, this dude's blind, but he can still see what's going on. Okay, then.
Well, he can't see. He feels the senses.
It was like raining in the thing or something. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
He can hear the rain. But I do think Tatiana would like that. And I do think I would watch the show.
Is it going to be a show, or is it going to be a movie?
From my understanding, it's going to be a show. I think they said the show is coming back.
Okay,
there was a name, the name of the show. Obviously, it's Daredevil, but I'm not sure if they released, if it's like Daredevil, blah, blah, blah.
Right. I know some they just announced it, but they didn't announce the name yet.
Yeah, so a lot of these announcements, I don't know. We don't really have dates for when a lot of this stuff does happen, which kind of stinks, but it's into the future. It would be amazing if they're just okay, all the comes out next year. That would be awesome.
Yeah, big buddy.
That would be awesome. It's called Daredevil Born Again.
That's what it was called, too, because in the list I saw something about Daredevil, but I don't remember what it was.
So, but I am looking forward to that. I'll be watching that.
One that was announced a while ago or talked about, and they finally said for sure they're going to make it, and that is Agatha All Along.
Yes.
A continuation of WandaVision. It was Agatha All Along.
Wasn't it they said there was going to be a musical number in it or something? I saw something about musical.
I think I kind of just skimmed through it, but I believe so.
But it's still going to be the same lady, right?
Yeah, it's going to be the same lady. Yeah, Catherine Hahn or something like that.
Why didn't someone needs an animal now and to name her Agatha?
I didn't even think about it. What about you, Harley? Are you Agatha instead? She didn't move.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was Agatha all along.
Yeah, wouldn't that be funny?
That is a kind of a funny cat name if you think about it.
Jeremy's I think I might change my cat
sometimes.
I think I might have to change.
Comment down below if I should change Harley's name to Agatha.
The
or
funny
Agatha
thing is,
her mean name.
Every time that he says her name, he says, "Well, for now, Harley for now."
Because I was like, what if I change? But
so then what? Anytime that she does something bad, you're like, "Oh, it was Agatha all along."
That's not a bad idea. Maybe Agatha will be her pissed off name. Ooh, she did not like that.
Ooh, she likes the name Agatha. Look, she said, oh, they know my name.
She's like, I walked across that last time. That was fun.
Yes, you did.
That's my cat. But Agatha all along, it'll be a continuation of WandaVision. I'm excited
know.
For that.
Definitely, I will be watching that.
Oh, absolutely. We were watching that. That was one of the only shows I think that all of us watched it week to week, like episode.
Yeah.
Because other for whatever reason, Jamal and Felicia decide, we're just gonna wait for like 2 or 3 more episodes, then just binge it.
We have a rough time with that.
And then you forget about it, and then it's like 3-4 months after it happened. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh yeah.
I just keep telling you, you need to watch it. You need to watch it. That's what happened with Superstore. It took like I think almost 2 months to finally watch the last few episodes.
Yeah.
Because Jamal's like, I just want to pile it on so I know what happens next, and just like whatever. But yeah, Agatha all along is on my next one.
I'm excited. This one, what are your feelings about this? The announcement of Toy Story 5.
That's funny. It's listed on my list as unsure. Because like I saw some of the stuff, which someone pointed out, like there was like showing like something like a Pixar logo, and they're like going up to the camera or whatever, but it turns out that's the same thing that's on your Apple Watch. Like if you choose the characters.
Oh.
Like they how like zoom in on their face, whatever. But
yeah,
I seen one thing, and it was like something like they were supposed to do something with iPads, or like it's them versus iPads, and Woody's back, and people were like, oh, so Toy Story 4 just didn't mean nothing then?
That's what Jamal was saying about it. He's like, so the last movie just didn't mean
right. I mean,
Jeremy said, am I gonna watch it? Am I gonna watch it? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll like it more than 4. 4 was okay. I mean, I just wasn't a big fan of the ending, honestly.
Woody kind of pissed me off.
Yeah. Some people said, oh, well, he was Bo Peep was the real OG from before. And other people were like, no, I don't know. I'd have to rewatch it just to remember, because I haven't watched it since it was in theaters. I never rewatched it.
He left
I still think the second one's my favorite. Whatever reason, like the second of movies usually tends to be my favorite. Like Spider-Man 2, Toy Story 2. I don't know what other ones, too, that come to mind. But, well,
2.
Out of the newer Spider-Man, the what do they call it? The home trilogy or whatever they call it. Far From Home, the third one was my favorite one.
Yeah, that one was my favorite too.
I mean, the second one was good, but the third one just like they got, the other Spider-Man, so it was pretty cool. She's mad over here.
Should be okay.
Yeah, she'll be all right. But yeah, it's Toy Story 5. I had that on my list as well.
As unsure.
Unsure. I don't know. Another one that I'm also unsure about, which I've heard get announced. Maybe I've heard it already announced before, and they officially announced the name, and that is Freakier Friday.
Oh, no, I didn't have that on the list. I seen
I'm
something
still unsure about it. Am I gonna watch it? Yes, because I seen, I think it was like a month or something ago that like they did a TikTok or whatever.
Yeah, there was. I saw that
they were back, whatever. But now I guess they officially named it Freakier Friday, and everyone's supposed to like reprise their roles. I mean, am I gonna watch it? Nostalgia, yes. Freaky Friday was a great movie. We used to watch it all the time. So it's just
Don't you
on TV.
feel like they should almost have left it alone though?
Yeah, I guess something like they're marrying into a family or something. I don't know. I feel like some classics should be left alone.
What's her name looks now? What's her name? Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
Lohan, whatever her name is.
Lindsay Lohan, yeah.
She doesn't look
good.
I
honestly, to this day, don't know how to pronounce her name, if it's Lohan or Lohan, because everyone always says it both ways.
I know, obviously, she was on drugs and she looks better than she did, but now she has the plastic surgery. Like, people are super skinny. Their head looks like a bobblehead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to say the type of skinny it is. Don't want to get us a strike here, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can
read between the lines.
You can just beep it out. I'll move on. Skinny.
Oh, I did not think you were gonna say that.
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you for blurring your face too.
Yeah. Because when they're
I know
like
Felicia's
that,
all gonna say was it over here.
Yeah. I just feel like then they look like bobbleheads and like I don't know, like skeleton people.
But again, am I gonna watch it? Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
That's one of those where I'm gonna have to like watch the first one before I go see it.
You gotta rewatch it.
Yeah. Same with Toy Story. I'm gonna go see that. Like I'm gonna watch all the other ones before it.
Gotcha.
Toy Story 3 was like Toy Story 2 was my favorite. Toy Story 3 was also good, but that was also just really sad at the end when they're all gonna go in the furnace together. And
my god, that made me want to cry.
Ooh, that was the first Toy Story I seen in theaters, and I almost cried. Man, that brings back memories. I think I was either just about to or just graduated high school when it happened. That's how old I am. Anyways, what's your
okay.
next movie? Because I'm old.
Another movie that is coming out that was from years ago, Incredibles 3.
I have that on my list. I am really excited for that one. I actually just watched I rewatched the first one, I think, like a month or something ago. I need to rewatch the second one still. Those are very good, too.
Oh, those are good. And
Definitely got to see that in theaters.
Oh yeah, I think that one will be really good though. That's not where I'm like Toy Story, like dang, you guys should have just left it. But
Plus, it's animated. Well, it's still Toy Story animated, but it's different.
it's only the
'Cause, like,
third one.
Excuse me. Plus, I mean, Incredibles is different than Toy Story. Like, we grew up on Toy Story, you know?
Yeah.
Like, as we were going, Incredibles, I guess you kind of say, but there was like a massive break between the first and second one.
Yeah, there was.
Big time. But I am excited to see
This
that
weather
one.
making me sleepy.
Yeah, it's rainy outside. It's been making me sleepy
Rain
all day. I was at
all
work on the
day.
fork truck. I just kept yawning. I'm like, I need like something. I need some kind of energy.
Slap myself in the face.
Right? Just I'm good. I'll just
Can you
have
imagine to see someone doing
Agatha
that?
over here just come and slap out of
Yeah.
me.
Pew, pew, pew.
I mean, Agatha is a good name. Who knows? Comment down below, guys.
Comment down below. Should Jeremy change
But yeah,
her
I
name?
am excited to see Incredibles 3. That makes me want to rewatch the second one and the first one because it's very good.
Yeah.
You said that one.
Yes.
So this is Felicia won't have this on hers because she hasn't watched it, but Tatiana will like it, and that is, they announced that they're not going to be doing another season of Mandalorian. They're going to actually be doing a movie, which is going to be Mandalorian and Grogu.
I think that was on my list because you said, wait, it's going to be a show or a movie?
It's going to be a movie now.
Okay, then it was because I had the Star Wars thing on there.
Oh, I'm saying
So it
because it's
actually
Star
was
Wars.
on my list.
This cat is looking at me with her big googly eyes.
Her
Do you love me or something? Anyways, I told Tanya yesterday because I was at their house, and I was like, Tatiana, they announced because she finally watched Mandalorian, which you and Jamal need to watch it too. It's very good.
I know. There's so many things we need to watch.
I know,
And the
but
problem is, like, one night when you're like, there's some nights we're like, should we watch something? We're like, I don't know what to watch. We need like an actual list, I think.
Yeah, because plus I'm the same way, and then I'll either embed on my phone or on YouTube, and next thing it's like, well, now it's too late to watch a movie.
Yeah, we end up
Guess I'm
watching
just
nothing.
guess I'm just gonna go to bed. But like I told Tatiana because she's been bugging me. She's like, "Is there a new season?" I was like, "Oh, Tatiana, sad news. There's not gonna be a new Mandalorian." She's like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh, there's gonna be a movie instead with Grogu." She's like, "Is it gonna be like on TV?" I'm like, "No, it's gonna be in theaters. I can have popcorn."
I
She
can have
got excited.
popcorn.
I'm like, think about it. We'll be sitting there eating popcorn and watching Mandalorian and Grogu. She loves Grogu. That's her favorite guy right there. She was
That's
like,
the
"What-"
baby.
Yeah, she's like, "What's his name?" I'm like, Grogu. She's like, "Yeah, Baby Yoda. He's my favorite." She's like, "He's just so cute."
He's so cute.
And I'm expecting a comment about now for her saying the same thing.
She will
But,
say, "He is so cute." Maybe a
but
green heart.
plus it's
Put
a
a
Star
green
Wars
heart
movie.
emoji, Tanya.
There you
for,
go, your green heart
Baby
emoji.
Yoda.
Karina's gonna comment about that too because she loves Grogu. Actually, Alexandra has a button of Grogu on her fanny pack.
Oh yes, she does.
Yes, she does. So, but Star Wars is awesome. I watched it for the first time, like all the movies. Was that like a year or two ago? I think something around there.
I think so.
Or
I did for a long
end of last
time.
year. End of last year it was.
One time Jamal was like, we should watch them all, and we did. And I was like, wow, these are good. Like, should have watched these forever ago.
Yeah, I know. That's how I was. I was like, damn. I had a guy from work tell me all the time, and then there was a series called Andor, which I was training him at the time, and he's like, I know you don't want Star Wars. He's like, I know you like some bit. He's like, but I need to show you. And it was the scene where Obi-Wan and Darth Vader are like having a lightsaber battle. He's like, I know you don't get like all the backstory behind this. He's like, but this is badass. It's like everyone's freaking out right now. So after I watched all the movies and then I watched that and I'm like, oh, I even told him, I texted him. I was like, okay, I completely understand everything now. I'm like,
Now that I watched it, I
yeah, now that I
understand.
watch it, I get the whole backstory. Kind of like I said with The Office too, like the whole dinner party episode. Like it's funny, but when you get the backstory, then it's like, oh, this makes sense. Why this person's acting this way,
Yeah.
this person's acting that way. It's like, oh.
It makes it way better.
Yeah, but any Star Wars movie, I'm okay with. I'm sure everyone's gonna hate it because all the Star Wars fans. I'm just gonna say all the Star Wars fans hate everything new. They hate it,
Yeah,
hate it.
they do.
They about it, they cry about it, and then give it a few years, like, oh, this is great.
Oh,
Like
I love it.
like they ones. I think they call it the original, not the original trilogy. I forget what they call it, but it was the 3 they made like in the early 2000s when it first came out. They about it. They hated who Anakin Skywalker is, but now everyone's like in love with him, saying how great he is, and it's like, if you guys just would have got your head out of your would have liked it in the first place.
Yeah.
Like they don't even like the recent ones with like Kylo Ren and I'm like, those are like badass movies. I love them.
They're haters.
There have been a bunch of haters, but anyways, yeah, Mandalorian and Grogu movie is what I have on my list.
The movie I have about, I'm sure you heard about this too, the Tron one.
I did. I actually never seen the original Tron.
No. Okay,
No.
so there was Tron. Oh, when did the first one come out?
I don't know, but I remember the
A
second one.
long time ago.
I'm pretty sure I was in high school because I remember the second one came out, and I remember the Tron soundtrack, and like Tron was everywhere.
Yes, because there was Tron. I want to say it was from almost like I'd say like the 70s.
Actually, that makes sense because then they made another one around when I graduated.
And I remember watching that one with Jamal, and I really liked it. But if you ask him now, he said no, you wouldn't watch it with
82.
me. Okay.
1982 is the first one. Tron Legacy, that's the one I'm thinking of, 2010, and then Tron Ares is 2025.
Okay, so they did give a date for that.
Yeah.
Another thing in 2025.
I guess I'm gonna have to watch it then. I've heard it's really good.
Well, watch the other ones then.
Well, yeah, I'll watch the first one, watch the second one, and then I'll watch that one.
Well, there you go then.
I also want to go on the Tron ride at Magic Kingdom.
I do want to do that. I
might be scared, but that's okay.
I think it won't be as scary because it's kind of like you're sitting on a motorcycle.
Right, which I do ride, so vroom.
So to me, sitting down like in the seat, like
Right.
a regular roller coaster, because you can't. But this one, just like you're just like driving. So
Right. Plus,
I don't
since
think it'll be bad.
I'm sure you think the same way, but I noticed personally for me, I've lost like a decent amount of weight, so I'm like, oh, I could easily fit in now.
Oh yeah. Before I've been like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I remember the first time I went to Harry Potter. I remember you looked at beforehand, and you're like, there's a seat outside, kind of off to the side. We can, see if we fit, sort of thing. And I remember I was like, and then like it clicked. I was like, thank the Lord.
Woo!
I was
I'm
like,
getting on.
and I'm like, okay, now I'm good. But some of those rides too, it's nice for those because some are like very particular in how you fit. Like doesn't matter how big you are or small. It's just like the position
it depends
they have
where
in.
you and like where you carry your weight.
Yes,
Because I know
that
they
too.
say on the Tron ride, a lot of people say their issue is the calves because
Really?
yeah, because of
So I got big calves, so that might be a problem. Oh, because it makes sense because you're on the motorcycle and you got to.
and
Oh,
they
okay.
closes behind your calf. But then a lot of people
Mm.
are saying it depends how you sit because if you're kind of slumped, you won't fit. But if you just like kind of straighten your back and sit upright more, then it will close. So
Okay.
it really
Well,
all depends.
you know what that means? Gotta go to Magic Kingdom and try it out.
That's true. I mean, there's plenty of
Yeah.
videos of people all different sizes, and if I feel like you're like, all right, I can't look at that person. I can
Right.
fit.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I guess another one. I only have two more
Another
movies
one.
on here. Another one, and that would be Zootopia 2.
Yes, I was just looking at Zootopia too.
Oh, I just realized there was one that I did not add on there, but I made for some reason. No, I did add it, but for some reason it didn't save. Okay, so I have two more movies still. Anyways, Zootopia 2. The first one was fantastic. I seen it
Oh yeah,
twice in theaters, I think. If I remember correctly, I could be wrong. But either way, Zootopia, amazing. I need to watch that again too. I love those type of movies where there's like animated and like that.
yeah. I think
great.
that one will be good. I don't think that one either. They really said. Oh no,
I don't remember. I probably should have wrote all this stuff down, but I did not because I forgot. Tatiana would say,
According to this, I'm
forgot again
seeing
today.
summer 2025.
Oh, okay. So Brandon, there you
Um,
go. Next summer, let's go.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of stuff coming out. Hello, kitty cat.
She did not like that I did that.
I have on mine is Frozen 3.
That's the one I put on my list, and for some reason it got deleted.
Oh.
It's funny because Felicia was like, "Oh, we should do this episode," and I looked. I was like, first thing, I'm like, there was so much announced. I didn't even realize they announced Frozen 3. Like, I didn't hear anyone talk
Yeah.
about it. I was like,
There was
really?
Frozen 3s. They're saying
I love Frozen. I think that's 2026.
From what I've seen, 2027.
Oh, yep, that's 2027. You're right.
So that is kind of a minute
Like
away.
3 years, basically.
Yeah, but they had said that they had planned for the release of Frozen 3 and there are plans for a Frozen 4
I bet there
plus
is.
Frozen Broadway musical
I
will
did
be
hear
on
that.
Disney Plus sometime in 2025.
There you go.
So lots of things. I just feel like when they like announce something like that, like okay, 2027, you're like, dude, it's 2024 right now. Like,
That's kind of like how it is like all the Marvel movies. Like, oh, this sounds like it's going to be great. And it's like, oh, it's not going to be for like another 4 years. And it's like, whenever they
yeah.
announce the new phases, whatever. But Frozen 3, I remember when Frozen 2 came out around COVID. I always remember that because they released it on Disney Plus earlier than expected because everyone was at home.
Yeah.
And I remember we went and seen Frozen. The first Frozen we seen, it was like legit like Frozen outside. It was cool. It was like in the negatives. The second
Yeah.
one, I remember the first time too. Felicia's like, "Oh, we should go see this Frozen movie." I'm like, "What is it?" She's like, "Oh, it's some Disney Pixar movie animated thing." I was like, "Yeah, I'll go." Then after, I was like, "That was really good."
Yeah, and my thing was, I was like, oh my God, that music was like amazing in that movie.
Yep, and then
But
you knew
then
who
the
the
thing
main
is-
person was,
Yeah.
Idina Menzel.
And the thing is that the kids just overplayed the songs though,
Yeah,
which
Let It Go.
kind of
That's
sucks.
there is a scene in Ted Lasso where they sing "Let It Go," but it's tastefully done. But then it just kind of gets sad. But that's all I'll say about it.
But
Dude has a panic attack.
oh geez, that's not good.
Yeah, but it ends up good in the end. Anyways, Frozen 3. Awesome. But that song's overplayed. They didn't
yeah.
overplay the second one.
No, they
yeah.
didn't. But the music from
surprised.
that was really, really good.
Yeah, I like the second one better than the first. We even said after we seen it, we felt like Frozen 2 was more like adult than the first one.
Is that
In a good way. That's how I feel.
Oh, what was the scene in there and you laughed? Wasn't that Frozen 2? And Brandon
Oh,
was
yep,
like,
that's right.
"Seriously, Sharon?"
He was talking about, Olaf was talking about their backstory. He's like, a good thing they have their parents. Their parents are dead. I
And
couldn't
Jeremy
stop laughing. And Brandon's just
laughed.
like, this is embarrassing. I'm like, I'm sorry. No one else laughed as long as I did. He was already into the next sentence, and I was still laughing. I couldn't stop.
We're like this guy.
This by here. Oh, she did not like that. Sorry. So that was you, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was me. Frozen 3.
One, I'm
Unless we
also-
both said at the same time.
I was also unsure until I found out what it is, and that is Mufasa. Now, I know it's
I
another...
still don't know what it's about.
So I looked into it, and it turns out it's supposed to be like Mufasa as like a cub, and like you, like him with Scar, and I guess you find out like what caused the rift between them, stuff like that. Because I didn't know until I looked it up. I was like, okay, now I'm interested. Now I actually want to see it because it actually does sound interesting. Because I guess you're gonna find out why his name is Scar, how he got the scar, and like what caused the rift in between him in the first place. Because I was unsure. I'm like, what? But that makes sense. I mean, it's live action. It's not like the animated one, but I'll still watch it. You know?
Yeah, I think
I
it'll
wouldn't
be good. That'll be an interesting story.
Oh yeah. But yeah. So Mufasa.
And then I
That's
just
all the movies
have...
I have. For
Okay,
me.
I say I just have a couple other movies, and I'll just say them quick so we can get to the stuff in the parks that's going to be going on. And
It zoomed in really close on your face.
because Boo's trying to FaceTime me.
Thanks, Boo.
Let me just make sure everyone's alive.
For you, this probably looks normal, but thanks to Alexandra for FaceTiming Felicia, we had to literally stop and restart this whole entire recording.
I wasn't
She
going to
had to
answer it,
leave.
but I had to make sure everyone was alive.
Yeah.
Um,
Everyone's alive. But anyways, I just
yeah.
want to point that out. We had to restart this whole process again. Anyway, go ahead.
So my other ones, the movies I was just going to say real quick before we continue on would be for Moana 2.
Oh, yes.
Expected to come out in 2026. Snow White. I know Brandon was talking about Snow White.
Mhm. I'll see that.
So I don't think they really said when that's coming out though. And then there's also the Lilo and Stitch live action.
Yes. That one I'm still on the fence about, but I'm also going to go see it.
And that is set to come out in summer 2025. So there is
Oh, so
quite a
next year.
bit of things coming out in 2025. So that
Nice.
is, of course, always exciting.
That is
And now we can get
excellente.
on into our stuff. Oh, there also was like a Fantastic Four
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
thing that they had talked about, but
Yeah, Pedro Pascal is going to be in the Fantastic Four.
is that one guy?
Mandalorian guy, yeah.
I'll watch it then.
Felicia said
never-
he's
Wait,
just
is that
good
who
at
I think
looking
it
up.
is
I'll
or
see.
not?
I don't know. He's Joel from Last of Us.
Yes.
The series.
I was
the
gonna
HBO
say I've
series.
never watched Last of Us, but I've conconsidered it because
Him? He's
he
a
just
good-looking
seems
man.
he seems like a great guy. He seems so nice.
is.
There's that thing where he's
You-
crying. Because
you-
you ever seen the meme where it's like when you leave your
Yeah.
cat at home and it's him just
Mhm. You do need to watch The Last of Us. It's not as, I mean, there's like some zombie like clicker people, but it's not as bad as you think. Like people are actually upset they didn't include more of it. It's actually a lot of story. What was I gonna say? There's something else to say. Oh, and it's also gonna be Eddie from Stranger Things. He's gonna be in it too. The guy who died, who was
Oh.
there for one season and died. Which I just want to point out. We all knew he was gonna die. If you didn't know he was gonna die, you're stupid. Just the way that they had the character, how they wanted you to love him so much, it was obvious he was gonna die. That's all I'm saying. Okay, which they're still filming Stranger Things right now. The last season, they said every episode is going to be like a movie length. Anyways,
I'll have to see if Jamal wants to watch Last of Us and he doesn't. It'll just be like a show I can watch when he's not home.
there you go.
When he's working.
Very good.
I would say
they're supposed to finish the second season of The Last of Us this month
I'm
too.
sure it would take me long enough to get through it.
Oh yeah.
There is
It's
some
only,
movies I would
like,
say we didn't touch on,
but
but
anyways.
there's too much stuff.
Yeah. I only have 2 other things on here that I've listed.
Oh,
I'm sure you'll have more that I saw and forgot to put on here.
Oh, yes, I do.
But I guess you can go first. Well, yeah, I'll let you go first. Why not?
Okay, well, I already know what is going to be on your list, so I'll take something that's not on your list.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm sure. Well, you said you have 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I know you have that one and that one on your list. So I will talk about that. Dino Land is out and Encanto is in. Is that on your list?
Yes. No, it's not.
Oh, why did you like your hair?
I was adjusting my headphones
He's
because
pretending he has his hair on.
if I move my arm, she's gonna get mad at me again.
Oh.
She's taking a little nappy right now.
But I would say,
Anyways, go ahead.
Dino Land, we went there when we went.
That's Epcot.
In
Or not
Animal-
Epcot. That's
Animal
Animal Kingdom, right?
Kingdom.
Okay. Yep.
So
That's
I
the
will
ride. They're like,
say-
oh, this is not that bad. And we're like, what the
And
is that?
I keep trying to watch to see if we have footage from it. Like, I know Mr. Morrow has footage of him on it, but I really wanted ours. But we were so, like, just freaked out that that's what the ride was. Don't we hear the
Plus,
dinosaurs
like we said
above
too,
the
we
track
didn't vlog then, or
as much.
we didn't vlog as much back then. It was more like, I don't know, whatever. Like we've talked about, like especially my vlogging style back then was like cuts and like super fast. Now mine's more like Felicia's, like long videos. But anyways, yeah, I seen that Dino Land is out. Of course, people are mad about it. It's gonna be Encanto. You said
Encanto, their anticipated opening date would be 2027. They are going to have the Encanto house, so that's
Beautiful.
cool. There's also going to be an Indiana Jones attraction in there.
I did see that.
So sure, yeah, it'll suck that dinosaurs isn't there. I mean, we only saw it like once, and I feel like Animal Kingdom does need more things.
I do agree.
I will also say that the Molly from Mammoth Club, Animal Kingdom is I think her top park actually.
Really?
She
I've
says
heard a lot of people
don't-
say that the last few years, like, have said that Animal Kingdom has become their #1 park now.
She said people don't realize all the stuff they have there.
Well, plus, like, when we went too, we didn't realize after we left, like, how much there, like, was. We didn't get to see all of it. Plus, like we said too, there's a lot of, there was a lot of rides were down because they were, like, working on that too. We did not go to Good Time the first time we went for Animal Kingdom. Then afterwards, we're like, man, this is actually kind of cool. I will say we've been to the parking lot more. We've been to the parking lot more than we have the actual location
park.
because
So many times.
because that one road always messes me up every single time. Every time.
Oh, they will also have something there. Part of it that you will also enjoy is a Zootopia show.
Yes, I did see that. I want to see
that will
that.
also be a part of that. They
Let me
did
see
just one of the
Zootopia.
concept arts. That's just the picture of the Encanto house. I'm excited for it. Sucks that it's not going to be till 2027, but
Yeah,
it is like a whole new section.
because it's time to save up.
Yeah, right. There's
It'd be
a whole
cool,
section, so
like
it
when
takes a
all this
while.
stuff like actually like comes out. If we could do like an actual like week trip where we could hit like all the parks again, that would be awesome.
Yeah, and
If you
I
think
will
about
say,
it, 2027, that was the first year we went. We went in 2017,
Jeez.
10-year anniversary.
So make sure you go
I
into
will
Magic
be-
Candle Company and use our code so we don't forget.
We don't forget.
For
15% off.
15% off. Give us that little bit of kickback we get, so hopefully we can help sponsor this trip so we can go and hit
That's
a
right.
week at
Who
the
knows?
parks.
Maybe we'll have 1 million subscribers by then.
Gosh, could you
Doubtful,
imagine?
but you never know. That'd be
Could
awesome.
you imagine then we stay somewhere and end up doing the podcast like on the porch of
Right?
wherever we're staying?
Then we could even do like Mammoth Club type of thing where they like walk around and like talk, like those kind of videos too. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Anything. That sounds like a cool thing.
Everyone's got that one camera now though.
Which
It's on a
one?
stick. It's very small. It's like this little.
Oh, the DJI thing.
Tim, what is happening?
She
Tim
is
Tracker was
pissed.
just saying at D23. Said, isn't it funny how now everybody
Hey!
has this?
She is mad at me.
Everyone has. Jeremy said, that's it.
That's it.
Everyone
Get
has
down.
this camera. He said before everyone had this camera, then they had that camera. And now everyone's doing this camera.
Yep.
Why'd you upset her?
Because she was taking a nap and I made that noise and then she looked at me all pissed off and now she's not happy. Just get down.
Go on, Agatha.
Yeah, get down, Agatha. You are. Oh, she looked pissed,
Well,
but she's still sitting on my leg. Anyways, I do want to go back to Animal Kingdom, but like we said before, at this moment in time, we can really almost afford one when
Yeah.
when we go. What was I gonna say? I don't know, because it's like, do I want to go to Animal Kingdom? Yes, but at the same time, if
Then
it's
you're
between
like,
if it's
Magic
between
Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom or Magic Kingdom or even the new place we went last time, Hollywood Studios, it's gonna be between Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. I'm sorry. I mean,
Sure.
Epcot. Don't get me wrong, Epcot is fun. We did that a few years ago, but I don't know. I just feel like there's more.
Epcot though. Well, see, that's why I wish we go to mall because there's so many things in Epcot we miss, like all those like when you go inside the countries to go to the stores.
Right. Plus, I feel like there's not as many rides there. I mean, we didn't get to do the Ratatouille one, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
I just feel like there's not as much to do there either. Like the big thing there is like going like to place and like drink whatever, which I don't drink. So
Yeah. But then it's like, oh man, Main Street, like there ain't
I
nothing
know.
like Main Street.
No. I just remember the first time we went down Main Street and like we walked in, we're like, there's the castle, and we're like, holy and then we saw the people doing like, right down the middle of Main Street, whatever. My first thought was, this is lame, and I immediately I'm like, dude, you're Disney seeing this like right in front of you. This is what the tapes are at. And I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
And then my next thought was,
awesome.
they gotta be hot as those outfits.
That was a moment.
But that's also when they had like the people walking around. I will say though, to this day, I know it's because we like are doing rides, but I have not seen that show since we saw it the first time.
No. I wonder if they cut it out from COVID, or maybe we just
I don't know.
never ended up being there when they did it again.
Maybe because we got there. That what happened like right when the park opened. That was I think the only place we made it right as the park opened when we went on that trip, which sucked because we were able to get in there an hour early, but all the people we had we weren't able to. But anyways, that's great. I do have the main one I'm gonna bring up, but I'm gonna save that for my last one. So I'm gonna mention this other one first, and that is going to be Monsters Inc. Land.
Yeah, that's exciting.
And that's that's Hollywood Studios, right?
That is correct.
Yes, that's right. People are mad about it because they're worried they're going to get rid of Muppets 3D. And Muppets 3D is the last thing that Jim Henson worked on before he passed away.
Yeah, big thing.
Everyone's freaking out about it.
Being upset about that.
Sadly, we did not get a chance to ride it or go on that ride the last time we went just because of time constraints. But Monsters Inc. Land, well, yes, it would suck to lose that. I'm also under the thing of, I mean, if they could somehow keep it or like just the ride or something, awesome. But like,
if they can't,
I mean, what are you gonna do? This is my whole thing about this.
Don't really go on it right now.
That's my thing. There's a reason that they're considering getting rid of it. Is people don't go on it.
It's just the show, right?
Yeah, it's the show. Plus, you literally walk by it when you're going to Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me people are going to go to Muppets 3D instead of Star Wars? No, that's not going to happen. Plus, I mean, that's also a location we had that pizza the one time, which was good. But I feel like at a certain point, kind of like with Splash Mountain, like at a certain point, it's just time to like upgrade that area, sort of thing. Like people are still mad about Splash Mountain. It's like, how often did you go on Splash Mountain? Okay.
Yeah, because it was never that long of a wait. And the Muppets too, like obviously, yeah, but when they put the Muppets in, it was way more popular then.
Yeah. People don't. I mean, if you had another Muppets movie or something, maybe. I'm sure it was popping when they came out with that Muppets movie in, was it like 2010, 2011? Because remember we saw it in theaters.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure it was more popular then, but it was. I need to watch that again. I don't know. I'm not hating on it. Like, I'm excited for Monsters Inc. Plus, people are also thinking that it's the ride. It's gonna be like the movie with the doors.
Oh yeah, there's actually concept art that they actually included right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one for roller coasters, but I will ride this.
I'll ride I will ride. Yeah, I'll ride out of that.
Oh, I think that'll be so fun. Like I mean, like you're gonna be on the. I imagine like screens and stuff, and like the doors flying past you.
Plus, I mean, this is my thing too. Like, how long has Monsters Inc. been out? When did it first come out? Let me look.
I don't know.
I'm gonna look right now. Monsters Inc. If I can spell 2001. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My point. It's been out since 2001. Why don't they have any other Monsters Inc. stuff at the Disney? I mean, it's a very popular like.
They have
movie.
at Disneyland. That's
what I'm saying, but it's not a Disney World.
Mm.
Yeah, because what's at Disneyland for? Oh yeah, it's the.
I wrote it with. Brandon.
Which is that one thing that
it's like just the ride though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You pass by
This
anything
is
with the
going to
doors.
be an area, from what I'm understanding.
That's how the way I understand it too. That's my point. It's like, how they not like had this before or whatever? Like, what's taking this long to get here?
I want to make a prediction
Okay,
for the Monsters Inc. land.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they will have one of those macaroons, macarons, whatever they're called, and it's going to be the monster. So there's going to be a green one or there's going to be the blue one. And I'm going to get both.
And Felicia said, I'm going to eat both
That's
of them
my
at the same
prediction.
time. That's actually sounds pretty good.
I hope they do, because I will eat
That'd be awesome. But yeah, that's my Monsters Inc. land. I'm excited. It's going to be awesome. I don't remember when they said it's going to be, but
I don't really know if they gave a date, to be honest.
I don't know. But my point being, like, is it going to suck if we lose Muppets? Yes, but how often are you going to Muppets?
We didn't go to it last time we were there.
Exactly. That's my point. This is my thing. Rides like that, are they great? Yes. But if it's Muppets versus something else, are you truthfully going to choose Muppets if you're at a time constraint and you can only do one? If I'm honest with myself, no, because we literally had that thing where it's my Muppets or ride something else. We picked the other ride. Okay.
Yeah, we did.
More than once, because we had it a few times. Like, we could do it and we did something else. Again, nothing against the ride. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not really a ride; it's a show too. But you know what I mean.
Well, whatever.
Yeah. Anyways.
Experience. I will not take Jeremy's last one. I already know what it's gonna be.
Yep.
So I will say that the new test track.
Yes, I forgot to put that on my list. I seen it and forgot to add it again.
At Epcot.
I am pumped for that. See, that is the one ride I'll absolutely ride at Epcot.
And I will tell you it didn't give a month yet, but it will be in 2025.
Mm-hmm.
They're already working on that too, by the way. So
Yep, and they said they have deep involvement with Chevy again. So
yes,
whatever that
I was
means.
gonna say. Yeah. So Chevy,
people are hoping it's kind of like old school. I wonder if it's going to be like a NASCAR type of thing or it's some kind of NASCAR element. But I could.
A lot of people say they missed the stuff that it had before when it switched over to how it is now. But it's been Chevy this whole time, hasn't it?
It has, but it's more like futuristic type of one. This newer one, the old one, I thought we went to it, but it turns out we didn't. Turns out that was when we used to. We're back when like Danny Duncan and like them used to go years and years ago, before we went. But yeah, I did see that. I'm excited for that test track. It's awesome.
The thing that will suck is the wait is already so long for that, and when they reopen, God, it's gonna suck.
Horrible. I heard there was some other ride they were gonna start doing. I think was it Rise of Resistance or something. They started, Rise of Resistance. They started doing single ride passenger now. I think it's Rise of Resistance. Rise of Resistance or some other ride at Hollywood Studios where they're doing where it's a single rider ride now, or you can do a single rider. You don't have to wait for other people. I think it's that one. Is it that one? No.
I'm sure test track. I think it was already. It's the. Well, I don't know for Lightning Lane if they changed it. I'm sure it's one where you have to pay a premium.
Right.
Which I could see. All right.
Smuggler's Run. That's what it is. Smuggler's Run.
Well,
which is still fun.
Yeah, it is.
That actually makes more sense than Rise of Resistance because Rise of Resistance you can fit a lot more people.
But
anyways, yes.
I already know your last one, so we'll leave that, and I'll just go through the rest here.
Let's say
the Avengers Campus expansion.
Mm-hmm. It's funny because I read all these, and for whatever reason, I just forgot to write them down. But I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be awesome."
So I can tell you a little bit here. The thing is that they'll tell you something about it, and it's like, what does that mean? Because what does this mean? Recruits will come face to face with King Thanos on the multi-world adventure and Adventures Infinity Defense that is set across the iconic locations, including Wakanda and New York City. So that's one attraction. The second attraction
is that going to be? I feel like I don't know, maybe like a Soarin' type of deal. That'd be kind of cool. Probably.
I don't know if Soarin' or like a 4D ride or something.
Maybe 4D. Whatever it is, it sounds
The second attraction is Stark Flight Lab.
Mm-hmm.
This will probably be more like Soarin'. Uses a robotic arm system to simulate a flight experience. Robert Downey Jr. will reprise as low as Tony Stark for both attractions.
Beautiful.
This is expected to begin construction next year, so begin in 2025.
And that the big Avengers building, you're supposed to be doing something with that where you actually be able to like go inside of it now or two. I think I heard.
Oh, really?
You know that the big Avengers building, or maybe it's next to it. I don't know. I remember them saying something like go inside, but that could be all just hearsay too. Who knows? Stuff you see on Twitter.
And the thing is that there was already, I know a lot of stuff over there we didn't even get to see when we went because they had like the special, like the food and drinks that they had over there. The thing is there's so much stuff and you'd be running out of time and money.
Yeah. Plus, when we went to Disneyland, we did both parks in one day, which was awesome, but I wish we would have been able to just sit and do 2 different days.
Yeah, that
especially
because
we didn't get to do Cars, which I was very sad about. But
He
what are you
cried
gonna
like
do?
this. Wee.
Inside I did. Inside I did.
Okay,
Still great
my
time though, absolutely.
other thing is that they're going to do also at Disneyland is that they're going to have a Coco ride.
Yep. I couldn't remember if Coco was Florida or California. Now you just told me.
Yes. It says work on the attraction starting 2026, so probably 2027. What I think from what I've seen from the pictures, if you want to see a picture, is it's going to be a lot like in Mexico and Epcot. If you ever ridden that ride with Donald Duck where you're on the boat going through the
which
thing,
is fun.
they're also in a boat. So
That's cool. I'll definitely be going on that.
So they're having that coming. What else do I have on here? There's gonna be a new nighttime parade.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, there's gonna be a new nighttime parade. That's in Disney World, from my understanding.
Ooh, fancy. Which, speaking of that, Felicia sent a video of her dogs this morning, and they're watching the Disney World fireworks.
Oh yeah, I was watching a video. Mr. Morrow was there, and it was the fireworks. So.
Oh, I thought you were watching like a video of just the fireworks.
No, but I didn't
Oh.
want to be there. He was.
Same.
Sometimes it depends if I watch the whole like. Sometimes people play the whole like record the whole show.
Mm-hmm.
Today I watched it, just feeling a little sad, not at
Nostalgic
Disney.
and sad, yeah.
All right, I have one more thing before we talk about the big thing. Is
Because I'm sure we're going
Villains
to talk about the other
Land.
thing. Ooh, Villains Land. Ooh, I'm listening.
Yes. Oh, and by the way, the new nighttime parade is going to begin in summer 2025.
Oh, so that's coming up. Look at that.
Yes. Kind of like the street electrical parade, if you've seen that with all the lights and all that. Villains Land. It says it's already underway at Magic
Oh.
Kingdom. I didn't realize they're already working on it.
Where's it
don't know
gonna be
where
at?
it's going to be.
Oh, they don't. No, you don't know. I guess I should have made
It just says no anticipated opening date. My question is, where is it going to be?
I
It's
don't
crazy. Magic Kingdom is already so big,
know. Mm-hmm.
and now we just got more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It just says that there's going to be 2 major attractions, dining and shopping. So obviously 2 rides. But what? I don't know. Villains obviously that'll be cool. Jamal's very into villains.
Oh, yes, he is.
Gosh, you're like, that's the thing where it's like, what park to go to? And it's like, Magic
I'm
Kingdom is getting so much. They already have so much.
I'm saying Magic Kingdom is becoming more and more like you need to go here. I mean, Hollywood Studios has been doing good things, but I was just thinking of too, when we went to Hollywood Studios, we were eating that pizza. Remember, we saw the wall, like, oh, I wonder what we're building there. It was, which I said before, it was Star Wars, but man, Villains, that
right.
sounds, I remember you saying something before, but yeah, it's officially announced they're working on whatever. That sounds awesome.
Yes. So now we can talk about the big thing. I'll just say leading up to it that they said history is being made as Disney announced the largest Magic Kingdom park expansion to date, because it also includes
Drumroll, please. Brrr. Cars?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Cars
wasn't sure if
Land.
that's I wasn't sure if that's supposed to go in. Cars Land. So before we start, I've seen so much on Twitter, and I just want to say this. Y'all are some crybaby sons, okay? You are complaining about this river that goes around. I'll be honest. That thing was kind of boring. Was it nice just to kind of chill there? Yes. But what did we do when we went with Jamal? Felicia, we started taking pictures, okay? Remember taking pictures of Jamal walking around? It was hot.
It's
too many
something
people.
to do. It's something to do.
This is my thing, though. People are like, oh, if you got something to do, perfect there. No, if you got something to do, go to what's that ride called? It's great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
What's it
Carousel
called?
Progress.
Yes, do that.
Because that's air conditioned.
Air conditioned. It moves. It's great. This is my thing. People are like, oh, you just don't understand. That I want cars.
I don't want to have to go to California every time.
Yes, cars.
I'm sick
Plus
of
it's
having to go there.
2 rides. This is my thing. Although someone did point on, which Harley/Agatha, if you're upset, I'm sorry.
She said, why is he yelling?
I haven't mentioned any of this to Felicia beforehand for this reason, because I knew we were going to talk about it, even though we just said like yesterday, whatever, we're talking about it. But anyway, I knew it was going to be brought up. Anyways, I did there, which it's not even confirmed it's going there. This just kind of reports. That's what people think.
I
from
think
what
that
I
they
understand.
announced it yesterday.
Oh, then never mind. Because what I saw was a rendering that someone did, because everyone's like, oh, you got to have water at a park. I'm like, do you really though?
So then maybe I thought it was announced. Maybe it wasn't.
This is my thing. Like, people assume it's going to be there, which again, so what? I love it. Second off, someone did have a thing where just like a little circle of water would be left. I'm like, that's fine. How often, again, this is another thing. How often are you actually going on that boat?
There was never that many people in there or on it.
We've gone on it once.
And then the people are mad about Tom Sawyer Island being gone.
Which I've never been on.
We've never been on it. And I don't really think that many people are going there or that many people realize you can go on the island.
Yeah.
They used to, before COVID, have a little thing. And I know you could get like snacks like hot dogs and like chips and cookies.
Right.
There.
We've never been on it.
But it hasn't been open as far as I understand for a while.
Exactly.
And
wasted space.
Obviously, Disney, they make sure, which I love when you're on Disney, anywhere in Disney property, that be that the resorts, the parks, or Disney Springs, there's no mosquitoes because they treat for that. But my thing is, that thing is heavily like wooded on the thing. So obviously they treat it, but I don't see anyone like seeking that out to go there.
And as you can tell, I'm pumped for this. I love Cars. Cars is legit. Jamon, I've had this conversation all the time. Cars is legit one of my all-time favorite Pixar movies. It's just so good. I mean, I love racing / NASCAR, and I love animated Disney movies, and it is just like, it's heaven together. It's perfect. Plus, even as someone who doesn't even like NASCAR or racing, like, it's just like the story is just fantastic. It's great. Second one's good.
Life
Third
is
one,
a highway.
I just seen a thing recently. It's like, I love country music, and it was that song. Which, for those who don't know, that's a cover. If you didn't know, that's a cover. That's not their song. Anyways, then, like, the third one was good, just kind of sad, so I haven't watched as much. Anyway, bringing it back. They're not going to have one ride, Felicia.
No.
They're going to have two.
That's right. And they had... That's right.
Nice.
They said that the Cars ride, it's not going to be an exact copy of the one in California. It's going to be different.
Which is amazing. I'm just saying, okay. Some people said, which I can see their point. They said it technically makes sense in Hollywood studios. Yes. However, if you're telling me I can go to Cars same day as Haunted Mansion and Space Mountain and
Big Thunder Mountain
and
Buzz.
Yes, all in the same day. Yes.
See the castle?
Yes.
The answer is yes.
What are those things called? The cheeseburger egg rolls.
Oh yeah.
Same day.
Pirates.
Yes, pirate. That's the one I was looking for. Pirates. This is my whole point behind this. Deal with it. It's great. Okay. It's not because it's plus. I mean, because we were there with Brandon in California. We went. Which that was the first time we seen with the lights on and at night with the lights up and like everything. Like it's vibe. Like it is amazing.
Nice.
It literally feels like you're
nice.
in the movie. Like I love that movie so much, and I'm just so excited. I don't know what the other ride is. I forget. But
I don't know if they really said.
I don't know either. I understand people's point because they're still mad about Splash Mountain, but at the same time, I'm under the thing too. It needed a refresh. It was like how old, which people are saying, oh, everything's broken and this and that. It's like it literally just reopened after they did stuff. Of course, break.
It's like just fine tuning it. But the thing is that I feel like it's always every place is always like evolving. Cars come out every year.
Yeah,
people change who they are themselves. Like you have to evolve. Yeah,
that is my whole point behind this. Plus, this is why I see it too. They're gonna about it. It's gonna come out, and then they're slowly over time like, oh yeah, I always loved it all the way. It's like no, you didn't.
Yeah,
and it's like all these like Disney news and like on Twitter, and they constantly tweeting about it. I commented once, I'm like, you're just a hater.
You're a hater.
She's like, don't you understand this and that? I'm like, no, like it's great. I love it. I love Cars.
Why wouldn't you want it?
I understand that they're upset about the river going away, but honestly, again, how often are you going?
I think they're mad because they say it's an opening day. It's something that was their opening day.
Yeah.
But
so what?
If people
doesn't mean it's good.
You don't tell me that they're not looking like, okay, let's see foot traffic of how many people are going to what areas, and they're like, this
Disney
place is on the bottom.
They're not just saying, oh, we're just going to do this. No, there is a reason for it. And I've always said, we've talked about it, me and Felicia, many times, even when we went. Why do they not have a Cars ride in Florida? Like, why do they not? Like, we've like, oh, they could put it at Hollywood Studios, but
and think about it. If they put it there, though, like it'll be here, and then behind it too is Frontierland. So you have like that big Thunder Mountain, like mountain areas, which will be similar
right next to that Haunted Mansion.
to but you'll be able to see them mounted, I think, over top, which will be similar to the look of Cars in Disneyland.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
See? This is why we left this last. We knew we'd talk about this for a long time. My thing is, with anything, people hate change. But I found out recently, no one hates change more than Disney people on Twitter, because Jesus Christ, guys. I'm sorry, but I feel like me and like barely anyone else is like super excited for this. Like, they're just like hating on Cars and like, this is
I'm
a
excited.
fantastic idea. I'm telling you, whenever that released, we're going to Magic Kingdom,
I was
man.
gonna say, if they say it's coming out this, and we're like, all right, guys, we're getting vacation.
All right,
we're
we're like, okay, vacations around this, we going. I'll even go for a weekend to go on this ride. Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, that's one of those things where we'll have to go in the morning, go on the ride, and come back at night when it's all lit up, because it's gonna be the same thing.
Yeah.
I've said forever, because when we went to California, I'm like, why isn't this in Florida? It just makes sense. Again, I understand people say it makes sense in Hollywood studios, which it kind of does, but I also like how they said Frontierland. I feel like it kind of fits the vibe and for Frontierland like that too. People are like, oh,
Yeah.
this was like opening day, and it's like the making of America like that. It's like, who gives
Sure,
a
America.
I'm like, Route 66 and like that. And they're like, wow, this guy said Route 66. I'm like, it's literally featured in the movie. How long do they talk about Route 66? Basically, the whole point of the movie is they're off the highway now. Yeah, the Olympics are over, so we don't give a care about America anymore. Well, also make sure you go out and vote, but vote for the right people. I'll just say that. Anyways,
right.
I'm very animated about this, as you can tell. I love Cars. Jamal and I are probably
It's gonna be amazing.
Brick or something. I'm telling you now. I'm looking at you, Brandon. When this shit comes out, we gotta go. Jamal, you gotta go on the ride. You gotta go on the ride.
You gotta
looking at you, Thaddeus, Jonathan, Tatiana, all of you. You guys have what? 2-3 years? Save money. Let's go.
He said save money. Chrissy, buckle up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, Chrissy. You too.
Buckle up.
Buckle up. Yeah, buckle up in that ride we're gonna go on.
Yes. Hopefully this one doesn't have like, the car ride has like the ups and downs, which Jamal hates going up and down.
But I loved it.
Hopefully this one doesn't have it, because he gets his tummy.
From the picture I seen, they were kind of moving like that, but we'll see.
Just don't tell him. He'll get on. He can find out later.
Okay, big buddy. And that's all I have for this list.
That is correct. Me too. So comment down below. What is something you're excited for? If there's a few things, what are you excited for? What do you cry babying about? Or what do you just like, whatever.
Well,
comment below and let us know.
I understand. Okay. It's just, I don't know. You guys are worried about rides that honestly, a lot of people don't give a about. And even yourself, how often are you going on these rides? That boat, again, for me, we started walking around because at a certain point I was like, whatever. Plus, like I said, too many people, hot and sweaty. Like, I didn't feel like there was much airflow on that, okay? I'm just going to say.
There's not, because of the way it's built.
Exactly. Was the first day? Yes. So what? I'm sorry. If it's that versus Cars, give me Cars all day long, okay?
Yeah.
I love Cars. Plus, to me, like Felicia said, Magic Kingdom's already big. It's going to get bigger. Can you imagine, like, just saying, like, 5 years when, like, this like, operation and whatever thing, go to Magic Kingdom, you can go to Cars, you can go to Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean, like, all my favorite rides, besides Star Wars, obviously, are there, you know? Plus, because, honestly, one of the main reasons I want to go to...
There's going to be the Villains Land there, too.
Yes, that
whatever
too.
Whatever that ends up being.
Plus, I mean, one of the main reasons I like Epcot is because of Test Track. Now they're going to have, like, their own type of thing there. Cars, man.
That's true.
That's what I got to say.
I'm excited. I can't wait.
I am so excited, as you can tell. So comment down below if you think I'm just yelling into the void or whatever. But we want to know your thoughts down below. Thoughts down below. And tell us what you think of this new format of talking about our subject first and then comments afterwards, which we can get into comments.
Yes, we can. I will say, though, before you read the comments for that, there was a comment that we had 2 weeks ago on one of our reels. What the hell's up with that?
What?
From Cobbler 2023.
I didn't see what it was.
Just click on the comments. We're not crazy, right? Sinbad? Shazam?
All the ones I see is from recently.
Oh.
Which is the Sinbad one? Oh, let me click on the video then.
What is the comment? I'm reading it, but I just don't understand.
Which one is, oh, we're not crazy, okay?
Yeah.
What's the name again?
Cobbler 2023. It was 2 weeks ago.
Buy a copy of Tupac Greatest Hits and listen to Troublesome 96. They have changed the lyrics from undercover agents die by the random shots to outlaw die by random shots. I have a copy. I bought it the day I was released in 1998, and a copy I was given to me back in 2018. At first, I thought I was tripping, but I played the original copy different with iTunes. Or whoever they are, they're showing a instance where the same thing happened to them. Where
I understand now. At first, I thought that they were just like, "Hey guys, you like Tupac?"
You're like, "What? No."
I'm like, comment back.
It makes sense now. Yeah. So they were giving their own thing. I got worried for a second because I couldn't find where Riverside was, but I heard you talking. I'm like, but I accidentally opened up a new window, so we're good. Anyways, I guess we can get into comments real quick. I think we're about an hour, but we should be okay. Well, then again, the other one's like 25 minutes, and Boo talk for a few minutes, so it might be a little less. Anyways,
go on ahead.
The first two, or sorry, Jeremy Leach says first. Karina says second. Karina says episode 30 with some celebration stuff. She said they always go for the non-cat lovers, LOL, like Doug. I'm gonna make sure that I have this on newest. Yep, it's on newest. There we go. Crazy how she said crazy how the boys were allergic to Bobby and now they are all cat guys / cat dads. LOL. Jeremy commented, I never said I was allergic to cats because I never did. What I said was if I get in my eyes, they itch like crazy. Yes, but don't be Doug and rub a cat and go like this to your eyes and you'll be fine.
Rub it in your face.
Yeah. Anyways, then she said Harley said she's keeping inventory. LOL. What guitars she can sell so she can get a big cat tree? The answer would be 0.
I think she likes the guitars.
She does. She said maybe next year we should go. I really want to go for Halloween too. Halloween is fun at Disney, but nothing compares to Christmas. If I'm being honest, I really want to go to Disney at Christmas or Magic Kingdom at Christmas. Can you imagine, Felicia? Okay, think about this: Christmas, Magic Kingdom, Christmas Cars Land.
Oh,
see,
you know they're gonna put up some Christmas lights.
Yeah, Christmas Tom Sawyer Land.
What the is that?
Yeah. Then she said maybe. Oh, she said the same comment twice. Then she said, "Woo, Jeremy, way to go! Thank you." She said, "Hi, Harley. Wow, best featured toe beans." She's featured again today. Karina said, I thought Cheesecake Factory was for 50 pounds. You know what? I think she was right. I think I did make that comment at some point. Oh, what a Cheesecake Factory. I think I did in the Snapchat once because we were talking about, because we were talking about Cheesecake Factory. I was like, maybe you'll go there for 50 pounds.
Something more than that.
Yeah, which I still need to figure out, but we do need to go Cheesecake Factory again. We still need to get Brandon a redo.
Yeah, we do.
She said, not me whispering to Harley to rub her toe beans on his eyes, meaning Doug. She said, don't feel bad, Jeremy. I'm bad at responding too. Tatiana gave us a wave. Then she said, hey, I've been meaning to ask, did Jamal say what color palette he wants for his painting? Also, that canvas is huge. It's bigger than my other one. And if so, how does he want it to look?
No, he did not because I forgot to ask him.
Wow. She said, animals love John. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Animals just see John like, you know what? You're a good guy. She said, Felicia is never wrong when it comes to animals.
No, I'm not.
She said, I love Bobby, but she does not know any better. She isn't as innocent as she says she is.
She's an innocent little baby.
Yep. Then Alexander clapped and said for episode 30. Then Tatiana again. She said, yeah, I think Morgan taught her how to turn that sink on. Meaning for Bobby.
No, she would never.
Then Boo said $14 for an 18-pack isn't bad. What are we talking about? An 18-pack or $14?
I don't know.
I don't remember either. Sorry. She said, I love Harley. I need to visit her again. Yes, you do. Tatiana said, Jeremy is a cat dad. Yes.
Meow.
Yes, to save a furry friend. Then Alexander said, all the animals love John. Female orange cats are rare. Yeah, and they also hate me. And she said, John didn't think he liked cats, so we got Bobby. Now he sees a cat guy. Yeah, John told me the same thing. He hated cat. Well, he doesn't say hate. He's just kind of like, whatever. Even though he's had a cat like his entire life, basically. Well, not his entire life, but at least like a good chunk
of it.
And then they got Bobby, and he's like in love with that cat. Like I said, he'll hold the cat, and someone's like says something like, don't be mean to Bobby. She doesn't know any better. Don't you, little Bobby?
He always says. She doesn't know any better.
Then Alexander said, has Harley made biscuits yet? No, she hasn't, but she just like lays in my arms the whole time. Then she said, Millie is the best. I love her, even her sassy stuff.
She is sassy.
Then Tatiana said, Doug said he would give me a passport. Thanks, Doug. Well, that's a nice guy,
good job, Doug. Thanks.
And then Alexander said, I'm going to be honest. I don't care where we stay in November as long as it's in Florida. Same, but Disney property, man.
You can't let it go.
Honestly, I can't let it go. I don't know if I can. That's a discussion off screen. Then Alexander said, congratulations, Jeremy, at 50 pounds. So proud of you. Thank you. Then Tatiana said, when is Brandon going on first shift? I missed that guy. Me too. He told me that he has to wait another, I think it's, if he told me the dates, but it's like within a week, but it's going to be like a month until like mid-September basically is when they'll decide if you can go on first shift or not. Boo said, get a dog for 50 pounds.
Yeah.
And Tatiana said, yay, Jeremy, clap, clap. Hey, Harley. She said, I want to video version just to see the cat. Wow. So you don't always listen to video. That's interesting.
Wow.
Get a dog and Mama Tees. That's a good idea. She said, yeah, I only got one. Someone ate them on me.
I don't know what that means.
Was it ice cream? Something? I don't know. Then Boo said, I didn't cheat at mini golf. Just admit I'm better than you. I'll never do that. Tatiana said, honestly, I isn't as half bad, but Jeremy, but I always forget to reply to a text. It's like 2 hours later. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to reply.
Yeah, get better.
Yeah.
Do better.
Alexandria, that art walk was such an amazing experience. Which, back to Tatiana real quick. This is Tatiana's problem. She'll tell you she's getting online.
First off, her phone's always dead.
Phone's always dead. She'll tell you, I'm going to get online, and then you wait for like half an hour, and she's still not there.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Then she gets in, hey, guys. Where the were you?
Yeah, then Tatiana. Third. Tatiana again. Jeremy, just because you lost doesn't mean someone cheated. Yes, it does. Alexander said, Wendy said, great podcast, even at 2 times speed. It probably sounded like this. She said, wait. Tatiana said, wait, the podcast is a Twitter? Tatiana, the podcast has had a Twitter since this started.
Tanya.
Then Karina said, movie nights are great. White Chicks is on Netflix right now, is it? It was on Hulu, I know. Then she said, I'm ready to go back to Disney, any Disney. Then she said, dang it, now I have to see how to enter the secret giveaway. I've been listening to the podcast in parts. You know what's funny? We had a secret, or we didn't have a secret giveaway, but there was a secret word last week, and literally no one got it.
No one got it, so we kept it the same for this week. So watch or listen.
Yes, especially watch, or maybe listen. Could be both. Who knows? The only other thing I had was Felicia got this pizza the other day.
Oh, yeah. Did you eat it yet?
I did not. I was going to eat it before the podcast, but then it was one of those things you're like, oh, I can podcast in like 10 minutes. I'm like, I can either delay it for like 30 to 45 minutes to eat my pizza or just do it now. I was like, I'll just do it now. We get delayed anyway, but that's fine. So I'm going to eat it afterwards. But this is the funny thing. So Felicia told me about this pizza. I went to festival with the boys yesterday because like, oh, we're going to get ice cream for after dinner. I was like, okay, I'll go with. And I'm like, oh, I should get this pizza Felicia told me about. So I got the pizza. I drove my motorcycle to Mom and Dad's.
You had the pizza on the motorcycle?
This is the thing.
Oh.
So I put it in the freezer. I said, hey, do not let me forget this pizza. I leave. I get past Green Bay Road. I forgot my pizza. I turn that around. I get there. Tatiana brings it back outside, which at the same time, I see the boys in the road. I'm like, where are you going? Oh, Alexander said we have to go pick up 2 Target orders for her, one in Kenosha, one in Racine. Yeah. So they call for me because I'm like, I'm on the bike, call for me. So Tatiana walks out with the pizza. I'm looking at it. I'm like, is it going to fit in the bags on my bike? It did not. I had to call the boys back. The boys graciously turned around and brought the pizza to my house, but they also used it to like steal a soda and like some candy out of the fridge.
Wow.
So I was like, you sure don't mind? I'm like, no, that's fine. So I'll be eating the pizza after this, which I am very hungry. Normally I would order something, but at the last like half an hour, I'm like, I should have turned that oven on to get it warmed up for me.
Yeah, I will say Jamal eats it normal. What I mean by that is, I always flip the pizza over and smush out the extra sauce, but that's just a me thing.
Yeah, you do that for all pizza.
That's good.
I love pizza. But anyway, I'm going to eat it tonight, and then if I remember, I'll make a note right now to give my review. I'm going to text Felicia, obviously, but I'll tell you guys my review. Give frozen pizza. Because this is my thing, too. Like, I told the boys, I'm like, ever since I started, like, eating better, and frozen pizza doesn't taste the same to me.
But this one's good.
I know. But that's my whole point. Like, I haven't eaten frozen pizza in well over a month, probably a month and a half at this point. Because for whatever reason, every time I eat it, I'm like, it's not good.
It's not the same. It's not the same.
But this, which I found out, it's actually from Wisconsin, too, it says.
Now, did you get the one with the thin cheese or the thick cheese?
I don't know. I just got one that's a pepperoni sausage and one that's extra cheese.
You didn't look at it?
No. I didn't know there was an option. I just saw cheese and
Send
pepperoni sausage.
Send me a picture of it before you put it in the oven.
I can do that. And that's the... the one other thing I wanted to bring up, because this whole Twisters movie was out, which I watched the original Twisters again for the first time in forever recently. Very good. I want to see the second one. Which also, there's a video on YouTube about a guy talking about how they stole his idea for like a camera holder. Which when I watched it, at first I'm like, is this really true? Spoiler alert, but at the end of the video, he shows that the company or someone in Oklahoma bought, because they have their own specific patented hooks or like buckles that he made. They bought 9 of each, and then it was sent to Oklahoma where the movie was filmed. But the biggest thing that was bought by an email, which was costumes.twisters@gmail.com. So they took his design and made like their own design, but
so they ripped him off. Is he going to get any money for that?
No, I doubt it, because he said he said everyone was texting him like, oh, that was your movie, right? He's like, no, it's not. He like, the whole like video is him explaining how it's not his. But anyways, my whole point behind this, when you hear tornado sirens and there is a tornado warning, not a watch, a warning, what do you do?
Yes, what do you do?
We're not going to say what we do until next week.
That's right.
Comment down below, because this is very serious, and we need to know your answer. What do you do when you get the alert that there is a tornado warning and you hear sirens?
It says
what do
tornado
you do?
in your area.
Yes.
Normally it'll say that when you get the alert on your phone.
I'm making a note so I can remember to say it next week.
So comment down below and let us know.
That was the only other thing I wanted to talk about this week, because I've been meaning to talk about that for weeks, and then I just randomly popped up because I watched Twister the other day. Now the new one's with an S. But anyways,
so next week we'll get back to where we were. We took a little detour here because we had to talk about D23 because it just was all released.
Honestly, it's funny because I was thinking, I was like, man, I wonder if we can fit it in. Felicia's like, what if we talked about this instead? I'm like, that's actually a way better and easier item, or way better idea than I had.
Because
that means it will be City Walk, food things to do, which might turn into 2 episodes. Depends on how long our list ends up being.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's stuff to do, but
there's
also like food to eat. Yeah, I feel we probably could make it 1 episode. Then after that, if we stay the same, it should be just Orlando and food and stuff for that episode. Excuse me. But anyways,
so you guys have a lot to comment about. You have to comment what you liked and did not like from D23 updates. What do you do when there's a tornado warning? And also, what about City Walk?
Yes, and the 4th one is Cars Land. Are you excited for it? Because Cars is the biggest one that everyone's talking about. Are you excited for Cars? Or are you pissed off that they're getting rid of the other thing? Yeah, because you're a hater. I'm just saying, you're a hater. I'm sorry. You heard it here first.
Like I said, you guys have a lot of work to do. Make sure you do all your comments. Head on over to Magic Candle Company and type in that code so we don't forget for 15% off your order. So put a few extra things in your cart because you're going to get 15% off.
That's right, big buddies. Also, one last thing. We finally officially have switched over on GTA 5 to the PlayStation 5 version after me bugging them constantly.
That's correct. Might have to play it tonight.
I'm saying I'm already. After I eat, my plan is to get online. I only bring it up because when it first came out, I was like, we need to do it. Everyone's got a PS5 now. Jamal's like, I don't know, it's not worth it. Tatiana, I've been talking about it for months, and whatever reason, the other day, last week, I was at her house. I said, Tatiana, get over here. She's like, what? I said, next time we get on GTA, let's boot up PS5 version. We shook on it. We said, okay. Then Felicia and Jamal finally do it. Jamal went from no to like, how much is it? I'm like, it's on sale for $10. All right, fine. And he went from, there ain't no difference to, oh, this shit's actually kind of
pretty
smooth.
Nice.
This is Felicia, because I told him a specific setting to put. She's like, hold on, I wasn't there. Now, where do I go?
I was in the kitchen with the dogs.
Yeah, she like ran back, whatever, and she's like, okay. She's looking. I don't. Oh, wow.
It did look nicer.
It's nicer. It's speedy. So good. Anyways, that's the last thing. I felt like there was a bunch of to talk about today. I honestly don't know how long this episode is because the whole 2-part thing.
Little over.
Because somebody FaceTimed Felicia, and then her camera was all screwed up.
Yeah, I don't know. I got screwed up. But
anyways,
now I'm gonna go get my doggies out their crates. I know. I'm like, I missed their sleepy time because I took them over to my parents to run, and now they're gonna be.
Oh, level 10. Oh, one more question. Ask everyone. This will be the 6th or 7th question. Should Jeremy get a dog?
Comment down below.
You have been wonderful. We have been so we don't forget. I stole it from Yellow Card. That's you've been wonderful. We've been Yellow Card.
Oh.
Which another thing I just thought of. Sorry. Did you see that they're doing a Punk Goes Disney thing again with like actual Disney?
No.
Like they're having pop punk bands record. I think Mayday Parade's on it. I could be wrong about Mayday Parade, but I know Yellow Card's on it. We the Kings is on it. Simple Plan. I think Bowling for Soup maybe. There's a bunch of bands on it, but they already released. Simple Plan already did one, and then I think Yellow Card is coming out soon. Yellow Card is doing. I already forget the song. I'm sorry. They announced it today officially. But it's like a whole like pop punk bands are gonna do the whole like Punk Goes Disney, which is funny because we said for years they should do a Punk Goes Disney, and they're finally doing it.
Well, we have to be listening.
Officially, the last thing I
reviewing
need to talk about. I'm gonna say yeah. So that that's what was my next part. When it officially like all the songs come out, we'll have to listen to it and review it and tell you what we think and we'll give you. I think there's like 10 or something songs. We can give you our top 5 songs off it, our top 5 covers, I should say.
That is true.
Anyway,
Well, that'll be exciting.
Felicia can end the show now. Sorry.
So, as always,
I just got a random burst of energy for some reason. I don't know.
Like, comment, and subscribe. We are So We Don't Forget. I'm Felicia.
And I am Jeremy.
Toodle doodles.
Toodle doo doo doo.
Meow.
Talk about a